All right, man. Welcome to issue 124 of Nerdflow Podcast. This is the best of 2019 edition, best of decade edition of Nerdflow Podcast. This is the last show of 2019. And we'll be on a brief, two-week break, something like that. We will return. Let's look at the good old calendar.
Sunday after the 1st.
I think which is like the 5th. Yep, the 5th. So we'll be back on January 5th, 2020. With got some things I'm thinking about, some things that's in the oven. So
I'm going through 20. I'm coming in 2020 as a cyborg.
Oh, what?
This man always gets crazy.
So for those who always listen to Nerdflow Podcast, the regulars, this normal shenanigans of Young wanting to be in a robot, or destroying some form of civilization with a robot. His
Dragon Ball Z character.
Or Dragon Ball Z. There we go. See, same old shit, different episode. But yeah, man. So we got that. So yeah, we'll be back January.
See, I was gonna add you to the list of people to say, but shit like that, go have you all heard with the rest of these infidels.
Y'all ignore him.
That's how he came in.
See, this is why I don't like that. Hey, y'all know how y'all have that relative that y'all don't want to let out when company come around? that's John right now. We'll give you a dinner under the door.
Oh man!
Bring him a tray upstairs.
You gonna treat me like a goonie.
Put you back under the door when you're done.
What was his name? And Goonie?
Forgot who that was, man.
The thing that was down, that was in the cave. What was his name?
I forgot.
That's how we.
Oh man!
Yeah, he ain't gonna have me creeping downstairs telling some, "Hey, you guys."
That's how we got to treat Young this issue of Nerdflow. But yeah, man. So this is the last show of the year, issue 124. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search Nerdflow Podcast. Still got for the holidays. If you're looking to get, that special someone in your life something, we have 50% off Nerdflow t-shirts. The description and the link for that will be in the description of the show. So whatever podcast platform you listen to us on, we are available on all major podcast platforms. We got the YouTube channel as well. Search Nerdflow. We don't have official URL yet, so that's where you guys come in at. And we got the Facebook community popping off. And in this issue of Nerdflow, we're going to be talking about the best of everything in all the different categories and stuff we talk about. So if you're in the community already and you chimed in, we'll be reading off a lot of you guys' picks for best of 2019, best of decade type stuff. We posted a bunch of topics the other day and got some answers on that. And of course, we'll be talking about our own what we felt was the best of in a bunch of different categories as well. But before we get into all of that, two things that happened. Well, really one thing. One thing that happened at the video game award. Video game was kind of meh.
It pretty much was like
it was kind of meh. Biggest thing that came out of Video Game Awards this year was the announcement of the
might just went silent, didn't it?
Who did?
You hear him?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, who? Me? I'm still talking.
I did like it's cutting out bad on my end.
Oh, okay. I'm like, man, hold on, bro. I'm hearing y'all.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was looking at my levels to make sure y'all was in the track or whatever. Okay. But yeah, man. So, new Xbox was announced. It is called Project Scarlet. Has been officially named the Xbox Series X. The biggest thing about it, most people,
they got the worst naming crew.
I mean, they messed up when they called the second one the Xbox 360. And then the third one they call the third one the Xbox One. So they kind of screwed themselves sequentially the entire way. After they could have just easily went X2, X3, you know.
They should have just called that shit Xbox, all caps, because that's what it looked like.
Man, it be look just like a computer tower. That's all it is. Like Microsoft said, we gonna go. Microsoft said we just gonna stick to what we know.
Yeah. And so they're touting the most powerful console. They probably can't say the world yet because they don't know the full rundown of the PS5 and what that's going to look like. I kind of feel there's an image that kind of came online not too long ago that's kind of saying that might be the actual body of it. I know the one that's shaped like a U that's kind of hollow in the middle. That is not it for people who think that's it. That is just a dev kit, and dev kits can look whatever the way that the developing company wants it to look for the developers. So that's not that little U-shaped thing. That ain't it, bro. That's what the developers are using and working with. Like some companies use like a legit like tower and just put the guts in a a standard tower. Some people get fancy with it. So, but that ain't what you buying.
What I was gonna say. So that new Xbox, all that box, because that's a lot of box looking like that. Oh, it better come with at least 5 terabytes of space. Like you got all that space for what?
Well, we'll see what the actual like as far as like storage and all that stuff. I don't think in this generation storage is not really too. It's more of a thing for the games itself. But game saves and all that stuff, everything. This one is cloud, so it's really gonna be more about game storage. They did add how I found out about it, I was on Twitter and I saw they said Xbox adds a share button to their controller, so they went PlayStation route and added a share button to their controller.
Only like 10 years late.
Yeah, so they added a share button to their controller.
Xbox is the iPhone of gaming systems.
Don't you start this shit, man.
I don't know about I wouldn't say all that.
You always behind, like iPhone always behind with shit. So I just feel like they always behind though.
It is not a lie that Apple does tiptoe their customers through technology. That is a true statement. That is facts.
Told you there's smartphones for dummies.
But I will give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt though on some stuff. So I mean, I cannot say that like the Xbox One X is not the most powerful console out right now for this current generation, because from a spec standpoint, it is. It's more powerful than the Pro. Price point wise has not been revealed yet, and I think that's what Sony is holding on to before they even reveal anything. Because
it's looking like what dude said at the what's the convention Sony throws?
PlayStation, well, not PlayStation Experience, because PlayStation Experience got ended like about 2 years ago, so they don't do that no more.
They was at something else, and when they was talking about price point, he was like, it's more than likely going to be the same price point that PlayStation 4 was when it came first launched,
which is $499.
Yeah, $499.
Yeah, so $499. I'm hearing
because you got to think about it. Even though it's gonna have a lot of new technology out by the time it drops, a lot of that technology gets old really quick, and the price drops on technology a lot faster too than most things. So, plus, it's cheaper for them to make it.
Well, not video game.
Most companies when a new console comes out, that first run of consoles is a loss. They either couping a very small piece of change. I'm talking about literally a small piece of change from the sales of it, but they make most of their money off the video games and the accessories. That's why they are, that's why they go hard on accessories and all that stuff from video games. That's where they're gonna make most of their money. They're gonna lose money for the first couple years, and then they'll come out with a slim version, and that's when they start recouping a lot of that profit that they lost on the launch console. So, but yeah, but in actuality too, IGN did have a comparison of the Xbox. I think it was the Xbox S and the One X side by side with the X Series and the Series X, and it's actually shorter than the One X. So it's it's a little bit smaller form factor. The Xbox One X is actually taller than this system. So for those who
wait a minute, it damn sure ain't wide.
That's why I was looking at. I was like, it looked like a computer tower. So
no, it's not that tall. It's the size of because they did like a size comparison. It's the same like as far as height wise. It's in the general height wise of a normal console lengthwise. It's just more. It's probably deeper.
Damn, it looks like the 90 speaker.
I'm gonna say a speaker box.
And we'll throw that mud on your shoulder.
It kind of remind me of them trying to go with the look of almost like a server.
Yeah. Yeah, because for Microsoft, it's going to be all about xCloud and Game Pass for them. That's going to be.
No matter what it look like, it's going to sell. So
yeah, no, I'm definitely it's going to sell for sure. Some other news today. This is actually something that I just thought about as we were talking about this. So for those who are familiar with Elgato, who makes like graphics cards and stuff like that, and Corsair, who is a manufacturer for like PC peripherals, months ago they bought Elgato Gaming, and today they just bought Scuf Gaming. So now they do Scuf controllers, and they do capture cards, and they do PC peripherals. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon just butt in and be like, "Hey, we're gonna buy Corsair, so we can just have all that shit," because it's just what Amazon does. But anyway,
they got money.
All right, so
you definitely got money when you make $11 billion in sales and pay no taxes.
Well, you definitely make a lot of money when you can divorce somebody and make them a millionaire and they weren't before. Anyway, all right, man. So let's get down to the nitty gritty with this best of. Since we're already in video games, let's kick it off with that. Let's talk best video game of 2019 because that's kind of relevant on the brain because it's 2019. What do y'all feel? Let's go around. We're gonna do a round table style for pretty much all these topics. So let's just go around. Best video game for 2019.
The Star Wars.
Okay.
I say Kingdom Hearts. Oh no! I renege. Spider-Man.
The Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man came out this year.
Yeah.
Did it come out this year?
No. It came out last year.
Came out last year.
Mm-hmm. Sure? Yeah, because Riario bought that special edition Spider-Man for Christmas last year. Yeah, it was last year.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, because God of War came out last year, and they were going head to head with it.
Yeah,
that is correct. That is correct.
You want to go head to head with God of War? Don't do that. Don't disrespect Kratos like that.
Man, sale wise, they were both going for video game of the year.
Oh yeah.
I think it's Star Wars because it's showing EA like it's gonna force them to make single player games because at first EA was all multiplayer, but this Star Wars game sold so much, it's forcing them to reconsider. Like, man, we made a lot of money off this game.
Well, Respawn is probably they're part of EA, but this really won't Respawn, man. Respawn made a lot of money and killed it this year because Respawn, for those who don't know, may not follow it a whole lot of video games, but Respawn is responsible for Apex Legends, which we got out of the freaking nowhere, the blue, that had no hype, no anticipation. It was just, hey, we're going to talk about this game, this BR tomorrow that we're making, and it's in the Titanfall world, and it's going to be out tomorrow.
Man, I'll just put it this way. As long as these 10 and 11-year-olds playing Fortnite and the money they making off a free game, I think Fortnite still game of the year, especially with the money that they made. I mean, the money that they gave away in that Fortnite contest, like a 14-year-old won how much money? Like $10 million from playing Fortnite?
Yeah, something like that.
Shit.
I don't remember the exact number. Hey, man. Again, be saying that we tell like our parents growing up, parents just say video games dumb. Not no more, it's not. You can
it's some business.
Get some bread. All video games now. Let's see. What else? Who else? Game of 2019.
As much as I'm not the biggest fan of the game, but I gotta give it a prop. Sekiro.
Yeah, Sekiro was Game of the Year at the Video Game Awards. It won. It did win Game of the Year.
I'm sorry. That shit is extremely too hard for normal humans.
That game is hard.
I don't disagree with
being hard sake.
Yeah, it's hard for no reason.
I'm not a
like it's Neo hard. And Neo hard, like I was able to get farther on Neo. It's like it's harder than Neo. And I was able to get farther on Neo than I was on that game. I've never had a game like the way that game, what we was going against that giant, that big troll.
I was about to say, was it red? Was it a red giant?
He just didn't have clothes on.
No, he was just walking around with a lion cloth on.
That's why I got stuck at. That's why I had just quit playing.
That's why I stopped it.
That's why I'm saying any game that makes me quit playing like that, I'm like, man, I'm so glad I did not spend money on that game. I was already mad at Neo. That's why I didn't get Neo 2. Like, no, I couldn't even beat the first one.
I'm not a Dark Souls game fan.
Yeah,
like any game that follow that format.
Yeah.
Because they don't have story. It's just a hard game that doesn't make sense plot wise.
And then like you got this big giant doing who used to do that wrestling move where they jump at you with both feet in the
everybody. That's a drop kick.
That's everybody. That's
everybody does it. Everybody does it.
And
how your big ass
get the game?
Yeah, and I'm like, how your big ass getting that much air?
It's like a big ass fish.
Yeah,
a fucking snake.
Oh no!
Shit we didn't even get to see.
Folks said that was the folks. I talked to some of my friends. They said it gets worse to be on that. It's supposed to be something like I don't know what they said. A lady, you got to time her stuff. You got to time her
lady.
Stuff. Oh, that's what it was. You had to time it. He told me this in the car. I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna get that far, bro.
I wasted my money on that shit.
I was like, and then Angry brought it over here to my house, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give this a try. Man, I instantly deleted it off my hard drive. Had me wasting time.
That shit ain't my game of the year. That's a damn show.
Let's see, Briario, what you got? You gonna say what we think you gonna say? Did Briario like this freaking just instant transmission about this month?
He online, but his mic on mute.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
I'm here.
So what you got?
Having trouble with the
buttons. Game of the year.
No comment.
We know what it is.
We know what it is.
We know what it is. We know what it is.
It is Kingdom Hearts.
Look, man, I was kind of disappointed in Kingdom Hearts 3. I enjoyed playing the game, but then I was kind of disappointed in it.
I still haven't beat it.
Because, like...
What?
You ain't missing much. Trust me.
Shoot, I'm playing it right now, finally.
I just know I already know what game of the year is for 2020.
Well, hold on. Let's talk. Let me just give a little snippet of. Did y'all see the DLC though?
The trailer? I still haven't watched it.
No, I ain't watched it because I'm not gonna get it. Not at this moment. I gotta be in a really good mood to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
wait a minute. Wait.
What's up?
Young. So you said you already know what game of the year for 2020 is. Who do you have so far with Final Fantasy VII Remake Kakarot?
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna go on the video game hiatus until March.
Oh, that's game of forever.
Like when Final Fantasy VII drop, I need them to do a midnight release.
It's gonna have some.
You know what? Screw that.
It's gonna happen.
I might go ahead and just do a digital download.
There's nothing that's going to happen to stop me. Oh, Angry doesn't have arms anymore. I'm learning how to play that motherfucker with my mouth. You hear me?
Had to get one of them Xbox, what you call it, controls.
Your toes, bro. Use your toes.
But yeah, for 2020, man, I kind of feel like it's gonna be like I say Final. Yeah, I say like Final Fantasy 7, of course. I think Cyberpunk is gonna probably be one because Cyberpunk comes out the next following month.
Because what Final Fantasy 7 came out in '97.
Yeah.
20 years, man. 22 years. 23 years.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts 15. So no shade. Speaking facts.
15 years in Azkaban.
Like, you made me wait 15 years for that. That's why I was saying I was disappointed in Kingdom Hearts. Like, you made me wait 15 years for it, and you could have gave me more.
You know what, though?
This to do.
You know what, though? You got to set your expectations, though, because it's the same company. It's Square Enix. Both of them.
For this time.
I'm just saying, the ending just made me just look at like all this hard work. Really?
Hold on, you don't have room to spend. You ain't beat the other two.
I don't care. I beat this one. I beat this one.
You are not gonna have the same experience as the folks that actually stuck through all them years.
You have to understand. Look. I didn't play the other ones. I will admit that. Well, I dipped my.
You just jump right into 3.
That's really what I was expecting to see what was happening. And like I said, I just felt like I did all that hard work.
We only playing the sequels with solid numbers.
Spoiler alerts. I don't think we said that.
Look, we
way past that.
Look, like when the first Kingdom Hearts dropped, it wasn't even on my radar. My stepdad had brought it home. He actually bought it for my sister because he knew she liked games with like characters like that, and he didn't even know what he was buying. And I saw my sister playing, and she was like, "I don't know what to do." And she pretty much like, if you know my sister, you know my sister. If anything is like too difficult, she goes from 0 to 100 real quick. But so I got it and I started playing it, and I was like, "Oh no, I need to start my own profile." And I got into it. So at the, when you do it, we collect all the dominations and everything like that, you see the bonus scene, which had me hyped for Kingdom Hearts 2. When it finally came out, I got it, beat it, and you had me waiting forever for 3. That's why, and true enough, I never did go buy a PSP, so I didn't play all the 2 points and unnecessary.
Yeah, Birth by Sleep,
the game didn't grow with us. They made the game for the people who are our age when we first played Kingdom Hearts 1. They weren't really making it necessarily for adults.
No.
Even though we were going to buy it, and that's the issue a lot of people got, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it didn't mature with us. It stayed the same.
Yeah.
It's the same form factor, just button mashing basically.
Yeah.
And it didn't grow with us. It was for kids.
Yeah, it wasn't even meant for the people that started out playing. Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't meant for the people that started out playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Bro, do you know how hard it was to learn all them combos? Just to get the master drive form.
It really don't take long to learn those combos, bro. You learn them combos just as fast as you learn fighting game combos. And hell, fighting game combos are harder than that.
You'd be lucky if you get anti-Sora. Those always happen by accident.
I always got that anti-Sora with no problem. You just had to pick the right Keyblade that got the best combo in it. And half the time, that was the Toy Story Keyblade.
All right, we've been talking about Kingdom Hearts too long.
Yeah.
Game of the year.
Let me see. Game of the year for me. Though I haven't played a crap ton of it, I'm gonna probably say Borderlands 3. I'm gonna say Borderlands 3 for 2019. Probably was the game of the year.
We know it was WWE 2K20.
Ooh, boy, it was not. Still haven't bought that one, bro.
We're not gonna talk about that one.
I had to low blow y'all with that.
I'm still playing 19, my dude.
I had to get that in on y'all.
Let's see. All right. So next one is a video game of the decade. I came to the realization. I looked through all of the from 2010 up to now. Man, there's a lot. That's some hard competition. to consider if you think about it.
Oh man.
Because remember, I'm just gonna say this much. In 2010, I'm gonna just give you a brief run of what came out in 2010. Mass Effect 2, Red Dead Redemption, Call of Duty Black Ops, and Fallout New Vegas.
Huh?
Those are the games that came out in 2010, and you had to consider 10 years of good games. And which one is the best one? I'm just saying.
I researched. And I got mine definitively. To me, it's Horizon Zero Dawn, hands down. It's no other game like every other game follow like the same. Like if you get a game, Fallout, then it's another game that got the same formula. But Horizon Zero Dawn, it's a completely different game. It came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You still can't find another game that came out.
The closest thing to it would probably be like Monster Hunter a little bit, only because you're not really taking the
Monster Hunter don't got the story.
It doesn't have a story at all. No, it has a story, but it's weird as fuck. But
yeah. Yeah, but to me, it's Horizon, and then God of War. I mean, we all know how I feel about that game. But I say Horizon.
Man,
I didn't play Horizon.
There's so much, dude. It's like stupid crazy how many good games we've had in the past 10 years.
I thought about like all the games we played, and I played Horizon like 3 months ago for no reason. Just man.
See, I didn't play Horizon Zero Dawn. I didn't own it, so for me, it'll probably be
Man, No Man's Sky came out in 2016? Damn, okay.
Yeah.
And see, that's the problem. Like, when Angry was like Horizon Zero Dawn, I was like, damn, didn't that come out in like 2009?
Came out in 2017.
I know, but I felt like it had been out like for 10 years because, it was just like it felt like so long since I had heard somebody talk about it.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because y'all sleeping on it.
Who else? Game of the decade?
It's hard for me to say because it's like you'll like most people commercial-wise maybe will want to say GTA 5. I'm not going to say GTA 5. I mean,
GTA 5 does have the longest longevity of any of these games, though. I gotta give it that.
But it's like it's hard for me to pick between God of War, Uncharted 4, Spider-Man. I mean, honestly, it's easy to say God of War, but like I said, you just can't forget about the other.
Man, you got the Arkham, you got Arkham City in there as
well.
Yeah,
the Arkham series. So I don't know.
This probably would have to be for me would be the Arkham series because I didn't own Horizon Zero Dawn. I've never played it, so that's probably why I have to be the Arkham series for me because I mean Angry put me on the Arkham series.
Arkham City that came out, and then I think it was in 2011. Then Arkham Knight came out in 2015. Yeah.
Arkham Origins.
Yeah, Arkham Origins.
Arkham Origins is like the sleeper of all of them. I love Arkham Origins, man. They always.
He got the best fight scene.
Yeah.
That fight scene was with Deathstroke and Batman.
Yep.
I wish that was in the movie.
Man. But I mean the Arkham series, I hate it. I hate they haven't continued it.
There's been rumors, man, and WB ain't speaking up at all. But there's been rumors. It's like detailed, like stuff just been leaking about them working on another Arkham game. It's called Arkham. It's something with like Arkham. It's something with like it's like the full Batman family, something like that. That they're supposedly supposed to be what it is, but they ain't said nothing yet.
But which one? The one because it was. I love to team up with Batman and Red Hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was okay. That was Arkham Knight.
Bro, what you got?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
Sorry, this thing keep messing up on me. For the decade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, decade.
Past 10 years.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with Batman.
Arkham.
Arkham.
Okay. For me, past 10 years. For me, I'm gonna say Destiny because that's what I've never played a game for as long as I have. Destiny series, so that'll be my game of the decade for me. So there's next to the WWE franchise, there ain't no other game I done consistently played the most. And with WWE 2K, it's the first time it's actually been abysmal and terrible. And just downright just they still hashtag it fix W2K20 and it's been 2 months, bro. 2 months.
2 months.
they done patched it twice and it's still broke.
Man, just give up. That's all I can say. Just give up.
Oh, Jesus, boy. Yes. Shoot. Bro, Anthem had a better year than 2K20 did this year. I'm just saying. Plus, our Anthem got that new winter event going on. It's pretty tight. Just FYI. Anyway. Oh, speaking of, since I got the two or three of you on, probably more the two than the three. Y'all did hear that they're working on that BioWare is revamping Anthem entirely. Like the game itself, it's basically called Anthem. It's called Anthem 2.0 or Anthem Next.
Really?
And they're redoing redoing a lot of the systems. So basically, what I've heard is that they are basically what they're doing is say take the whole world that you load into. They're gonna break up that world because that's what's making it take so long to load. They're gonna get rid of you having to go back to Fort Tarsus every single time for every mission, and you can stay more out in the world instead of having to always go back to Tarsus all the doggone time. So just some little stuff that I remembered they working on change. They say they supposed to release it. They say they haven't decided what they're gonna do. They don't know if it's gonna be a price skew. It is in their best interest to not do a price skew. It is in their best interest to do just a freaking massive update to the core game to the people who have already bought it. It is not a good idea to make somebody pay again. You have a Fallout 76 problem on your hand. Tink.
Another thing is they need to add some more javelins to it.
Well, it's sticking to the primary kind of class that you normally have in like a RPG type game for the most part. You could probably go a little bit more deeper if you're thinking like a Diablo and stuff like that, or something like that. Because I know Diablo kind of has the standard, but then you got like necromancers and all that other stuff. But I don't know how they would do that with like mechs and all that type of stuff. But Tink, what you got for game of the decade?
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2? Take that.
Yeah.
No, Black Ops 2 was before 2010.
Yeah.
No, Black Ops dropped in 2010, the first one.
It's for real?
Yes. I'm surprised you didn't say that.
We played it.
I changed my game of the year.
You mean decade?
I broke my Black Ops virginity on Black Ops 2. Me and the shotgun got beat.
Decade, sir. Decade.
Me and the shot Cub put me on Black Ops. I was getting roasted at first, but then that's how I get freaky on folks.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't. Yeah, and I was really surprised you didn't say that. That's why I gave the rundown at first. I was like, Call of Duty Black Ops came out in 2010.
Oh yeah.
I had never played my Xbox so much.
Untink.
I think you glitched.
I'm not even gonna lie. You sound like you're on a very, very incredibly acid trip right now for some reason.
Black Ops 2 came out in 2012. That was my game.
There we go.
Sorry.
Say that it just remind me of the Infinity War games.
All right, let's see what's next. Let's talk about
that decade was not a good that was not a good Black Ops, and then later on when they redid World at War and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
those were the best Call of Duty games. Everything else, like Call of Duty Ghost.
No, we don't
Lord, Ghost.
Shall not be mentioned. It's literally that a ghost. Anyway, literally that a ghost. All right, my anime people.
Trash ass games.
Best anime of 2019.
Like Black Ops kept us in the loop.
2019. I can't. I don't know.
Man.
Like Barto and no, My Hero Academia. That it like sprouted up this year.
What's that? Like what? Talking about anime of the year?
Yeah.
Anime of this year is Demon Slayer.
See, I haven't gotten into Demon Slayer.
Yo, Demon Slayer, like it's between My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer. Honestly, those are the top two. But
this came out last year, did?
Huh?
My Hero Academia came out last year.
We on season 3 of My Hero Academia. Thinking about it, so it's gonna be Demon Slayer, like for anime of this year.
What is Snap laughing at?
I had to, bro.
I ain't hear what he said. Go ahead.
No, I didn't say anything. I put something in the chat. It's an NSYNC picture. It relates to wrestling. It's fun. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry. It's kind of morbid a little bit too, but it was funny.
Oh man!
But think you say is what you say. But then again, I'll say Demon Slayer, but then I can't forget about Attack on Titan for anime of the year either. Ooh. But like when it comes to, I'm just gonna get the rest of y'all opinions for the year, and then we'll do the decade.
Oh, you already know my decade.
I'm probably gonna shock y'all if I don't say. I'm pretty sure a lot of folks gonna think I'm gonna say what you think I'm gonna say.
You already know off top for my decade, but
for my decade, I mean, it's probably gonna be the same thing that Tink's saying, and it's gonna be Naruto Shippuden. Exactly.
That is like hands down. None of these still don't top.
It's between Naruto and it's between Naruto. To me, between Naruto, One Punch Man Season 1, and Attack on Titan, and like I got so many that I could give for the decade, like Fairy Tail, like One Piece. It's like so many, but the one that just had me enamored, I had to watch it in Japanese because it was taking too long for the dubs to come out, and I really didn't care about reading the subs.
Yeah,
was Shippuden.
Yeah, I agree with Shippuden.
The only thing that I'm mad about, man,
they really killed Neji.
That's how, like to this day, Naruto got one of the coldest interests, and like Angry put me on there. I had to, cause I really thought, but I couldn't say it for Goku because Dragon Ball Z actually came out back in the 90s, but like a recent anime, it was between Sinbad and Naruto with the coldest interests.
Man, Naruto showed up with a frog on top of a frog. Come on, with two other frogs on this side. Come on, man.
But another thing that bothered me about shipping it, Naruto was chasing Sasuke like his name was Hinata.
His brother, man. That's the first person he made a connection with.
I know, man. It was just like, I was like, man, Naruto, you need a little nigga in you, my boy. Like, let that man ride. It was just getting frustrating sometimes, like, but like the whole ordeal, like everything they went through with Pain the whole Great Ninja War, everything leading up to the Great Ninja War, you know,
getting to see him become Hokage.
Yeah, all that. They just it was like we literally grew up. Like we started watching Naruto in 2003.
I thought it was 1.
I thought it was 2.
Like, yeah, Naruto. What year did Naruto come out?
Naruto came out in like 2001.
Anyway, we literally grew up with Naruto. Like, literally. Like, some of us that started watching Naruto as a kid, you know, you probably had your first kid around the same time Naruto had his first kid. Like, let's just be real about it.
That's true.
Anime for the decade. No, I ain't gonna lie. You know, in a sense of fighting, I'm probably gonna always say Dragon Ball in terms of, I guess because of the hypeness of the Tournament of Power. But in terms of like getting some type of human emotion out of me, I'm gonna say what everybody else been saying, and that's gonna be with Naruto. And it may sound weird, it was just with this decade I got into Naruto mainly because of the whole thing with Naruto and Hinata, I guess, especially with the last movie. That was the first ever Naruto movie I ever bought, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna actually go back and watch try to see the whole series, and I'm like, okay, all right, I see why everybody loves this. I actually see why everybody loves Naruto now.
See, when whoever kidnapped Hinata was watching when Pain put them black poles through her. Like, that's what you don't do. You don't mess with that man's old lady.
even though he spent damn near his whole life just not knowing that, you know, she liked him and whatnot, but you still got happy when they got together in the end.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I'm not say Naruto.
See, I like what you said. The human emotion part. Like, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Like Naruto, like bro, when certain people died in Naruto, you had to remember, man, I'm grown.
Yeah, I was.
you getting teary eyed like a mud.
I was hurt when Jiraiya died. But when he hit Tsunade with that sentence, if Perfect Sage was Hokage, he'd have never sent you on a mission like that. Man, I'm gonna tear it up. Man, you right. My nigga Jiraiya still be alive. You ain't shit, Tsunade.
Then you ain't let my boy. Then you ain't let Jiraiya blast them cheeks.
Man.
Oh my god!
So yeah, I'm gonna have to. You gotta give it. I gotta give it to Naruto. I'm gonna have to give it to Anime Decade.
Are we all in agreement?
We all agree.
I think y'all did. Y'all all agree on that one.
Hold on.
That's the first.
Wait, hold on. What about Briario?
Oh yeah, Briario.
Anime for the year for me, y'all already know, is going to be Castlevania.
You know what?
For the year?
For the year.
Castlevania came out last year, though.
No, the second season.
We'll give that.
Yeah.
We'll give that.
Yeah.
I
give it season 2. Yeah.
I can give you that. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. And season 3 is on its way.
Yeah, I can give you that.
What about the decade, though,
bro? What you got for the decade,
though? No comment.
He must finna say something silly.
No.
It's like, it ain't Naruto, so therefore I won't agree with
you. Death Note.
You want to say Death Note?
No, for the decade? No, you can't say that. Oh, no.
The actual anime, not the movie.
Been out before 2000. Was out before 2010.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was. All right. Let's see. Is that everybody on anime? We'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Snapback.
Yo.
Real quick before we go to the next, I need to get a quick laugh out of y'all real quick. All right, everybody go look at the chat real quick. I was dying over here.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Wow! Whoa!
Oh man, that was amazing.
That is perfect.
Wow.
They really got away with this.
Yep, sure did.
But you know, I heard a white guy. I heard a white guy run the game one time, and he said that.
No, she take that on crackers.
He said no. He was trying to holler at a black girl, and he said everything tastes better on the cracker.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Then I'm tripping on this NSYNC.
That's what I'm looking at.
Bro,
What
that is
is
sequel.
this?
Who is the dude with no neck?
Big boss man, bro.
Big boss man. He was.
Undertaker did that.
From Hell in the Cell. He had him dangling from the top of the cell, man. And I was like, man.
Wow.
Oh man. All right. Speaking of that, all right. Let's go. Shoot. Okay. Match of 2019 snap in pro wrestling, not just WWE, everywhere.
Let me move my phone because we ain't talking about Stone Cold and The Rock, man. I ain't got no opinion.
You ain't gonna never see that again.
That's me too. I think the only reason I watched wrestling was because of The Rock. And the only reason I'm not watching it because of The Rock.
Him retired this year.
He quietly retired, but
he quietly retired.
Match of the year.
After every time he come back, he freaking breaks something anyway.
Wow.
Hey yo. Anyway, match of the year.
That's a lot, bro.
Because
okay, I'll make it a little bit easier. I mean, I probably should have put pro wrestler of 2019. That's a little bit easier to match.
Pro wrestler of the year. Damn. I kept wanting to say AJ, but it's like I want to give it to Kofi.
Okay.
But at the same time, I want to give it to Daniel Bryan, especially after that triple threat at Fastlane with him, Ali, and Kevin Owens. I love the finish of that match more than anything.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's like because of how he is, and despite the shortcomings these recent months, but how he re-innovated himself. Well, these two people, I'm gonna give it to these two people, Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho, because of the reinvention they went through and how much it sold. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jericho at AEW with Le Champion, a little bit of the bubbly, and then you got Bray Wyatt, who in my opinion has the best
character,
the best gimmick. Yeah, the best gimmick, despite the shortcomings, but still, it's like I can literally say Bray Wyatt can take that character he has and go put it in a horror movie, and it would do great.
Yeah, hell yeah, it would, yeah.
So it's like I gotta give it to those two as wrestlers of the year.
Okay.
As far as the decade goes,
yeah.
Could I honestly say, as far as the decade goes, I would want to give it to Styles. I want to give it AJ, and it's mainly because
his run from where he started in 2010 to where he is now.
He was the first wrestler in TNA to make it to the Pro Wrestling Illustrated #1 spot in 2010. Then he goes and leaves the promotion. His last championship being a world championship. Goes to New Japan.
Wins that championship.
Becomes world champion. Then goes to WWE. Didn't take him long to win the world championship. Mm-hmm. And still put on great matches everywhere he went. I ain't gonna say all the time, but whenever it was time for him to put on a match, he put on a match.
Yeah, his first year in WWE, man, he was like just everything he touched. It
was gold.
He made everybody look good. For the decade for me,
second place, you'll say Kenny. You'll say Kenny at second place.
For second place, I got Okada. Okada would be my strong number 2. Because I think about what Okada came from in 2010. He would nowhere like the Okada of now at all.
Oh, no.
So
no Rainmaker.
No Rainmaker, none of that. So I'd probably say strong number 2 would be Okada for me. Man, I think about come to think about it too. If you think about this, in 2010, speaking of the person that's like the main guy in WWE right now, Seth Rollins was in ROH in 2010. Think about it.
And look at him now. It's like
he
this year he done won the World Rumble. He beat Brock Lesnar twice for the world title, Universal title. Now as a heel, became a good wrestler, then an annoying wrestler in a year's span. Got engaged to Becky Lynch. And then on top of that, you got to give her props this year too. Not even just from late last year, but this year too for main event WrestleMania, winning in that main event. Still has a championship on Raw. And
still the women's champion from WrestleMania this year. Hasn't lost yet.
Haven't lost that championship yet. And also, what would you say? Who would you say the woman of the decade would be though?
That's the good. Well, that's different, man. Because like 2010 went from really not like a lot of women wrestling was not really a strong point. I think honestly, if you really give credit where credit is due, TNA started the women's revolution, as people like to quote and say that it happened in WWE. But it started in NXT. People say it it started in NXT. You know, it was Kong and Gail Kim killing each other in TNA. Honestly, where it really started. I mean, the decade, man, that's hard. That's like I said, it's so many interchangeable pieces of women in and out of different promotions and stuff like that. It's honestly really hard to say because women wrestlers are not around as long as men are.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about it. Women are around for like maybe 10 years max at some point, then they go off and have kids, retire, have babies, and all that stuff, and disappear. So it's not really as long as I would probably say, shoot, if you really want to say for the past 10 years, she's not doing a whole lot in AEW right now. Shoot. But Kong, Gail Kim, they're kind of. Gail Kim is like legit retired now. But other than that, but like I said, yeah, it's hard to really say because women are not around as long as men are. I mean, if you really wanted to say like a woman that's been around for like a decade, Natty, Natalya.
Oh yes, that's right. She came in WWE in 2008. So yeah, you would want to give her, and yeah, she's pretty much like. And she's still there. And,
she's still there. There's people that have retired and left and had kids and all this, and she's still there. So
she's still there, good shape, still can go in the ring, and I'll give it to Natalya then. Yeah, I give her the Iron Woman of the decade. I give it to Natalya. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but yeah, about my misadventures. If it's okay for me to talk about that, so I can go ahead and just get it out the way of what happened.
Yeah, because we got comics next. That's the last category. So.
Okay, yeah. So, for everybody that wanted to know where I was this week and where that shout out from Vic Mignogna, my bad, not to butcher his last name, came from, it came from me being at this place called SonoCon, and honestly, the most underwhelming convention I've been to thus far in my whole life. Now don't get me wrong, the hospitality was great, but at the same time, kind of started when we got to the door. No bags at the door unless it was see-through bags. Yeah. So
what was this place? Oh, it was a convention, and so you just had to have.
It was a convention, and you couldn't have no. If you had a bag, it had to be see-through. If it wasn't see-through, you were not walking through that door with it. Can't take any drinks or food in there, and you can't walk out with any drinks or food in there. And then you get there, not a lot of people there, and it's very, I don't say very small, but it was smaller than what I'm normally used to, you know what I'm saying? And it was a bigger venue, but got the autograph, picture, and shout out from Vic Mignogna, and shout out to him for doing such an awesome thing. And despite any allegations made against this man, I can clearly tell you this right now, all of it was pure false. Just false statements. The man is cool. I don't know why they're trying to butcher this man's name this year, but he's a good man. That's a cool guy. But here's the biggest gripe I had about that tournament. So apparently there was this tournament to crown champions of Smash Brothers, Street Fighter V, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown, and of course my personal favorite, Tekken. And my friend Sean, shout out to him, told me to enter the tournament to become the first champion. Okay. I registered for it, went to go pay it off. My tournament was supposed to have been yesterday, but come to find out, they want to do all the tournaments the first day, which was Saturday. Okay, slight change, I can do it. And the people who hosted this was new challenger approaching. So they told me to come back at 6. Come back at 6. They're not even done with Street Fighter. No, Mortal Kombat. They said, we're going to do Mortal Kombat, then Street Fighter, then Samurai Showdown, then Tekken. I'm like, you going to push this? Okay, screw it. I'm going to wait.
That's a lot of tournaments for one night, bro.
Trust me, it gets even better. So Street Fighter goes, Samurai Showdown goes all the way up to close to 9 o'clock. And they finally were like, all right, we're going to go ahead and do Tekken character. Now keep in mind, I paid $10 to register for this tournament, and only 5 people entered online originally. But you changed the date of the tournament. These people might be coming the next day when it was announced it was going to be the next day. You didn't give nobody a heads up ahead of time or even post it on your website that you're going to change the date. I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be very awkward, I guess. But literally was waiting there all day and get close to 9 o'clock. They want to kick this off. So I'm playing against this guy. He got the first match. And during the second match, and I'm about to get the victory. That's what do. And it's on their Twitch stream, by the way. Like, oh, man, security's telling us we got security kicking us out. I'm sorry. I hate to leave it at a stalemate, but we ran out of time. I know. And it's like I said, it's on the Twitch stream. New challenger approaching. I got the victory, but that's it. So basically, the tournament ends in basically a stalemate. He got to win and I got to win. And wow. I'm just like, and I walked up, I'm like, give my $10 back. Give it back. I don't want to hear it. Give my money back. They gave me my money back. And I literally said, I'm never playing for you guys ever again. I'm not playing for y'all because, one, y'all unorganized and you do all this crap. And I'm like, man, fuck it.
That's crazy.
I'm good. I'm pretty sure after like all the talk that they did last year, I don't know, Rosie, did you go to the gaming? Oh wow! What was that?
That was you.
You.
My bad, dog. I don't know what that was, y'all. But anyway, did y'all go to the gaming floor?
Yeah,
with all the tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody Comicpalooza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't near about how it was
the first year
we went. Like, we was kind of disappointed.
It was more it's more closed off now than anything, because the year before that, it was wide open. They had like stuff going on. I think that was like the first year Overwatch was like hot and popping too, and they had all that stuff going on.
Yeah,
and they had like the
they changed
arcade machines
so much. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be tweeting Comicpalooza and telling them they need to make sure they get the media green room back.
They need to bring their green room back. All right, y'all. Let's hustle on. It's about to we hitting on 11, but close to 11:30 right now. Let's run through the comic books real quick. We'll keep it real. We'll just combine the TV and movie. So we'll just do best TV / or movie, comic book movie and TV show of 2019.
For 2019, for me, TV show is. Because we talked for 2019. For me, because it's the only one I've been keeping up with, is going to be Black Lightning. And the movie for 2019 is going to be Endgame for me.
Okay. Man, I heard Watchmen is amazing. I watched like the first 2 episodes, and I think they just finale'd it. And I heard it's like great. But go ahead, y'all. Who next?
I can't say anything about TV shows because I barely watch TV because I'm mostly at work during the time of the night. But as far as movie go, I'd say it's not going to be I'm not going to say Endgame, even though Endgame did wildly successful. But to me, Joker, in my opinion, got it because of how realistic it is. And how
I don't think Count Joker is a superhero movie, though.
I mean,
we talking superhero or just comic?
It's comic book.
Comic book.
Yeah, comic. Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of comic, I'll give it a Joker in terms of how realistic it is. Because like I said, we all knew Avengers was going to sit here and do well at the box office very well. But like I said, in terms of realism, I'm gonna give it a Joker for comic book movie of the year.
Okay. Next person.
All right. Series of this year. Well, I'm gonna say The Boys. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah. The Boys.
Young his choices, bro. He's like, hold on, I ain't think about that one.
Oh, you know what? That had totally escaped because I'm just thinking of the mainstream comics.
Yeah.
And like The Boys, like I was entrenched.
Right.
Okay. I'm not gonna say Endgame because it was obviously a favorite comic book movie. Well, I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. Next.
I'm gonna go with The Boys.
All right.
That was a good pick. Movies. I don't know. I didn't see too many movies this year. I think
comic book movies.
I'm in that same boat too.
I'm gonna give it to Endgame. I think.
Okay.
Can we talk about movies in general?
Well, the only movies I went to go see this year was superhero movies.
Yeah, me too.
That's kind of all.
I ain't gonna watch nothing else. Like the only another superhero movie I'm going to see in 2020 is Bad Boys.
It's very true. Very true as well.
Hey, I got a question. Did Brightburn come out this year, or was it last year?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure. What about Decade?
Hold on. I think
movie of Decade.
Tink gotta go.
I ain't get mine.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad.
Flash, I think kicked it off for Crisis. So I'm going with Flash for this year.
Okay.
And movie. I don't want to say Endgame because Infinity War was way better than Endgame.
You gonna say Into the Spider-Verse?
But I thought that came out in like
this last year.
It is.
Yeah,
that's
2018.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't say Spider-Verse.
See, man, we get so much content running into each other. It be feeling like it be one whole, like it be in the same time frame.
Well, that's with anything, and that's with anything that comes out in December, man. Everything that comes out in December feel like it should have been part of the following year that's coming into it. A lot of times it'd be hanging around into the new year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have gone with Into the Spider-Verse, but that came out last year. So, I'd go ahead and say Endgame.
Okay. TV show for me. Oh man, comic book TV show. Titans for me, I would say.
Nice.
Oh man, now you want to change? Add Doom Patrol to my list.
I'm watching Doom Patrol. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then movie wise, God. And again, I'm saying like I want to say
movie.
It's Endgame. I mean, Far From Home is a close second for me as well. But yeah. All right, Decade. Let's go.
Decade.
And we can do just movie because TV shows is kind of hard to gauge TV shows.
Decade for me is Logan. Okay. TV show for me is Daredevil.
Okay.
Decade for me.
Decade
for me is a tie. It's Black Panther and Civil War.
Okay.
This has to be a comic book movie.
Yeah.
What movie of Decade?
Yeah.
Oh, comic book wise?
Yeah.
Oh. Civil War.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Black Panther and Infinity War for me.
Okay.
But if we're going with like just plain movie, I would have to say John Wick. It put Keanu back on the map.
Yeah, and we gonna talk play just play movie Wick series.
Yeah.
Let's see for me.
I don't know the Denzel Washington movies was pretty dope.
I know what you're talking about.
Equalizer. Yeah, the Equalizer. Yeah, his movies was pretty dope too. Yeah. And like, didn't the what's the Tom Cruise? Like, we just had a lot of old niggas just pulling action out there.
Yeah, that's how it be, man. We ain't got no new guys.
Wait, hold on. What about? I'm just saying, probably just. What about the Yip Man series? Did that come out this decade or was it last decade?
Yip Man.
Yip Man.
I don't even freaking know.
Yip Man. It's a couple of Yip Mans that came out this decade too.
Oh yeah, but, definitely. I think at least 3 of them.
Yeah, because Ip Man 4 just came out.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3. Yeah, so let's see.
For the comic book, my bad.
Show wise, a show I really enjoy, comic book wise. I'm gonna say Luke Cage for me.
Damn.
Yeah, I was more into Luke Cage and Daredevil TV show.
Then everything, yeah, that's one show that I just like, man. After every episode, I'm like, okay, I'm watching the next one. I'm watching the next one. I'm watching the next one. I just plow through it.
My boy Luke Cage was in the business of getting coffee.
Yes, sir. Movie wise,
call me Joe.
Movie wise, Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier would be my movie of the decade because one of my favorite Marvel movies I can watch over and over again. I never get tired.
I feel like it is a slept on movie.
Right. I love Winter Soldier.
I like Civil Wars because like it really set off like a lot of stuff. Like Civil War set off a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, introduction to Black Panther. You got Spider-Man. So
I feel like it shouldn't have been called Captain America Civil War.
No, it should have been
Avengers.
Yeah. It was Avengers movie. Let's just be honest.
That's what a lot of people try to. A lot of people try to put it in that same boat. But honestly, like they literally could have done Civil War. Civil War could have literally been the movie after the Infinity War saga. Honestly, it could have been. It could have been its own set of Avenger movies.
Yeah, it could have been. But
because think about it. Because with Mysterio, spoiler alert, with Mysterio exposing Spider-Man and showing everybody who he is, that's what happened. That's what kicked off Civil War right there.
Yeah, that's what in the comic books.
That's what did it.
Wow.
But I really think they should focus on doing in this next phase
Nova,
the new Avengers.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think we're gonna get Young Avengers. We're gonna get.
We got to bring Wolverine into the fold, man.
They've been setting up Young Avengers since Iron Man 2.
Yeah,
3.
No, that was Iron Man. That was 3.
That's 3.
Yeah. So. All right, man. So we're gonna bring this end of year show to a close, man. It's like so much great stuff, so much great nerd content that we have from this year and 10 years ago, all that good stuff before this show was even around or even a thing. We appreciate all of the listeners, everybody who continue to support, download, listen to this show throughout 2019. We hope and pray to be much of a bigger force than we are even this year going into 2020 with cons and all that good stuff, man. So we will see you guys in 2020, and it's Nerdflow Podcast signing out.
Hello.
All right.
Peace.